All right. So the next question from the same slot, Cat 23, slot 2. You can just give this question a try and you can resume the video for the solution. Okay, a slightly tricky one. I would call it a very lengthy one also. Let's see how we solve this. So if p square plus q square minus 29 is 2pq minus 20, and that is equal to 52 minus 2pq, then the difference between the maximum and minimum possible value of p cube minus q cube is. So let's first of all understand what are we supposed to find out. We have this algebraic expression p cube minus q cube. For the expression p cube minus q cube, we have an expansion that is p minus q into p square plus p cube plus q square. So this is exactly what we want in this particular question, guys. We need to figure out the value part by part, and that's exactly what we will do. We want to figure out the values p minus q, p square plus q square, and then pq. So our first part is to find out the value of PQ here in this case. For that, we will equate the last two parts of the given equation. So 2PQ minus 20 is 52 minus 2PQ, right? Take minus 2PQ on the left-hand side, you have 4PQ, and minus 20 on the right-hand side, you have 72. You have found out PQ is equal to 18. The next part is figuring out the value of P square plus Q square. That's again very, very easy once you have figured out the value of PQ. From this particular equation, guys, let's equate the first and the second part. You can equate the first and last also. It will be the same thing. We know P square plus Q square minus 29 is equal to 2PQ minus 20. I'm just equating the first and the second part of the equation. I'll substitute the value of PQ as 18 here in this equation, and minus 29 I'll take on the right hand side. So P square plus Q square will be equal to 2 into PQ is 2 into 18. Minus 20 and plus 29 will basically make it plus 9, right guys? 36 and then 9 will give me 45. So P square plus Q square is nothing but 45. And that gives us the last remaining task, figuring out the value of P minus Q. This could be slightly tricky, but yes, we can deal with this very easily. Just equate the first and the second parts of the equation. Once again, we'll do P square plus Q square minus 29 is 2PQ minus 20, right? Taking out minus 29 on the right hand side and 2PQ on the left hand side, we have got P square plus Q square minus 2PQ is equal to 9. Now this is A square minus 2AB plus B square, which is A minus B the whole square, right? And that is 9. Now guys, in this particular question, we already have a fixed value of P square plus Q square, that's 45. PQ is 18. If we would have had a fixed value of P minus Q also, then in this particular case, there won't be a maximum or a minimum value for this particular expression. But P minus Q, the whole square is 9. That again gives me two particular possibilities for P minus Q, right? P minus Q can be either equal to plus 3 or P minus Q can also be equal to minus 3, right? The maximum value of this expression will become when P minus Q would be equal to 3, and the minimum will come when P minus Q will become minus 3. The other two values remaining the same. What is the maximum value of this expression? The maximum value of the expression would be 3 into P square plus Q square is 45 and P cube is 18. So 3 into 63 into 3, 63 into 3 will be 189. And similarly, we can find out the minimum value of this expression. The minimum value will be when P minus Q is minus 3. Other two values remaining the same. Minus 3 into 45 plus 18 is minus of 189. The maximum value is plus 189 and the minimum value is minus 189. Our required answer is going to be the difference of these two numbers. When I take the difference of these two numbers, it will be 189 minus minus 189. And that makes it 378. This is your correct answer. That is the option C in this case. All right, so pretty lengthy question, not too difficult, very methodical, a very straightforward approach if you can observe what is happening. For me, it is something that, again, I had attempted in the exam in the third round, the last round of solving. Okay, so it took time probably, but I could do it because I could see this.